Hello my friends, welcome to Prime Strings. I'm Henriette and today we're learning In the Groove from the Fiddle Time Joggers book. I'll play it for you first. And this is a lovely piece to practice your bowing as well as your left hand. So when we play at the beginning, I would like you to play a whole bow on the minims, and then those two crotchets, they come at either the upper half of the bow or the lower half. So you can see long, upper half, long, lower half, long, upper half. Shall we practice that bit first? Because I think if your bowing is very structured like it is in this way, your sound will be very, very good. So I'll count us in for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome. Let's do that again, shall we? So really work on those long bows so that you take your long bows all the way to the other end of the bow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's coming along very nicely. Now, I've still got my third finger on the string, because the first note in line 2, in bar 7, is a 4th finger. So I suggest you write that into your book, 4th finger at the start of line 2. Sorry, I keep saying line 7. Once you've written that in, let's go back to the beginning and let's play it one more time, and then we're going to carry on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because you may hopefully have noticed that all of these crotchet notes here are on the lower half of the bow. So we're going to start in bar 8 and we'll pick it up from there. 3, 4. Same bowing as the beginning. Onto the E string. Awesome. Let's hold it here a moment. Now, here in bar 15, is it 15? Yes. Here in bar 15, we're carrying on our notes onto the E string, so therefore I play an open E at the start of bar 15. Whereas in bar 7, the next note after the E was the A, so that's why I played a 4th finger there and why I'm playing an open string now. So I suggest we're going to go from bar 15 now, and I want you to really try and make your bows as long as you possibly can. And be at the lower half for your crotchets. Retake the bow again. Fourth finger now. Rest and awesome. Now here in bar 20, do please write the fourth finger in there again, because as we've seen in bar 7, the note afterwards is on the A string, so therefore you stay on the A string with your fourth finger. Great, well done. You've got your bowing sorted out. You've noticed those retakes towards the end. So now I want you to think about the left hand a little bit. As usual, we split the difficulties. We'll sort out the bowing first and then the left hand. Okay, so now we've come to the left hand technique, and when you play your notes going up the scale, I want you to try and leave those fingers that you've just played onto the string. So what I mean by that is that when you play the beginning, I see this sometimes when you place the second finger, the first finger comes up, but now I want you to try and leave those fingers down and add fingers to your hand as you go. So from the beginning, will you join me? Try to leave those fingers down on the strings and hold it here. Have you got all your fingers on the string now? Let's just double check that, shall we? So you've added fingers to what you already had on the string. So by the time you're at bar 7, you've got everything down. You can also very clearly see my finger pattern from there, can't you? Shall we go from the beginning once more and really try to leave those fingers down? Sometimes people like lifting their fingers up, but please don't. Please try and leave them down. It helps you find your way around the fingerboard and getting to know the fingerboard with your fingers much better if you make a habit of always leaving your fingers down wherever you can. From the start, 1, 2, and... to the third line, try leaving your fingers down again. Don't lift up your first finger. And leave your fingers down. And now you may take them all off. Very good. Now, next time, we'll just carry on. So we're now in bar 18. Try leaving your fingers down. There. I'm not using the second finger. You can opt to leave that in the air, or you might place it. Retake and... Now here, place all your fingers. Bar 22. Look what I'm doing. All my fingers down on the string before I play the E. I want you to avoid doing that because you've lost all reference now to where your other fingers are. But after this fourth finger, I've got my second finger to play again, so it's much easier if it's already there, you see. Let's play the last line, and you can practice it one more time. So let's give it your best shot this time, shall we? 1, 2, 3, 4. All fingers. Yeah, if you find that challenging, don't worry, that's okay, because that is challenging. And what you might do is just give it a moment stop, think, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then play. You see, if you build in moments like that, when you really focus on what you need to do, it will make your technique much better very, very quickly. So by all means, take the time to put your fourth finger down there. Okay, now this time we're focusing on another aspect of our playing, and that is our performance directions. Now in this piece, you see a lot of performance directions. When you look underneath the first note, it says mezzo forte crescendo, and that means you start medium loud and you gradually become louder. And you see underneath the first note of the second line in bar 7, there it says F, and F stands for forte, so you play as loud as you can. Now during the course of the first line, the notes are going up. Imagine singing those notes. When you sing notes and you sing at a higher pitch, you will get louder anyway, so that will sound very natural. And in general, I always say to my pupils, when you see a line of notes go up, play crescendo. When you see a line of notes go down, play diminuendo. And 9 times out of 10, that will give you very, very good performance. How can you play louder on the violin? We've discussed in the past that there are 3 different things that make your playing louder. The first method of playing louder is using more bow. Now, I've already been encouraging you to use the whole bow on the minims and half the bow on the crotchets. So it may be that you cannot use more bow because you're already using a lot of bow, which is a good thing. The second method is to come a little bit closer to the bridge. And this one I want you to focus on this time. So rather than being in any odd place between the bridge and the fingerboard with your bow, we're going to really try and come closer to the bridge. The bridge, of course, is this thing here. So let's play this gradually a little bit closer to the bridge. So I might start here, and then as I go to the middle of line 1, I'm coming closer. Okay, do your best. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, especially in bar 8 and 9, you may try and use a little bit more bow. So I'm using bows that are longer than half the bow here. You see, there, you might even come close to playing the whole bow on those notes. Really good. Let's play line 3 now, shall we? And we're going to go softer again because line 2 was loud. We're now going to go mezzo. 3, 4. Come closer to the bridge. Super soft now, so come closer to the fingerboard. Very light. Oh, that creates a really nice contrast there. Super. Well done for sticking with me and for working on all these 3 different things. Bowing technique, left hand technique, performance directions. I'm very impressed with your progress. If you've enjoyed this video, please like it, share it with your friends. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, and any questions or comments that you may have, you can write them in the comment section below this video. I very much look forward to seeing you in Stamping Dance. Goodbye.